Hello everyone, welcome to Byju's Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams, and today we are going to discuss once again some questions based on the logical reasoning, different topics we will going to touch here. So that is not going to be the case that we'll be taking only one topic here. So this is going to be mix and match kind of practice session, more of you can say, if you have already started preparing for the logical reasoning. So this series will definitely help you out in practicing some of the questions from different topics. The difficulty level is also going to be mixed, that is you might be getting easy question also, medium also, difficult also, and the topics are also going to be jumbled up here. So that's the agenda of the today's session. Part 1 I hope you have already seen, and now we are on the part 2. If you have not gone to the part 1, please watch the part 1 first, then only watch this part 2, so that both the sessions are, you can say, in part 1 we have tried to complete some of the topic, in part 2 we'll try to cover up the remaining topics. That's the agenda behind today's session. So फटाफट से शुरू करते हैं without wasting any time. Let's start off with the question number 1 here, and let's see what is there in question number 1. So question is in front of you, please try to answer it. You can pause the video and you can take your own time to answer whichever question you wanted to answer as always. Okay, so first question, select the option that is related to the third word in the same way as the second word is related to the first word. So you can say this is the impoverished is the antonym of wealthy. Same is going to be, we have to look for the antonym of vindicative. So forgiving is going to be the antonym of vindicative. That's your correct answer. So this is a question based on vocabulary. So if your vocabulary is good, you can easily answer it. Otherwise you will be struggling with this question here. Okay, next question on your screen, question number 2. In this question, basically select the option that is related to the third number in the same way as the second number is related to the first number. That means once again you need to identify there has to be some pattern and you need to look at that pattern only. So basically if you try to look at the pattern, first of all we'll try to develop some relationship between these two. Can I say if this number is going to be 16, so this number is going to be 16 into 9, because 144 divided by 16 is going to be 9 only. So 16 into 9 is going to give you this number. So similar kind of thing has to happen here also. So if you look at the option, so 28 into 15 if you will do, 28 into 15 if you will do, so what is the thing you are going to get? Yes, 28 into 10 is, if you are doing, that is 2800 plus, I think 280 plus half of 280 has to be 420. But again, if you want to multiply, you can multiply also, right? 280 into 15, instead of doing it like this, we can do it like this. We can add the 0 later on. 5 8s is going to be 40, and then basically 5 2s is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18 plus 4 is 22, and that becomes 420. So basically if you look at this, not 280, it's 28, my mistake. So 28 into 15 turns out to be 420. Sir, what is the pattern which is coming here? If you see the pattern, this 9 is also a odd number but not a prime number. Odd number but not a prime number. This question is really difficult. This is not at all easy. Same goes for 15 also. That is an odd number but not a prime number. But if you look at other numbers, no such pattern is going to be there. So basically the pattern here was multiplication by an odd number, but that should not be a prime number. So into 9 is happening here and into 15 is happening here. Although this question seems to be very difficult, and yes, this is difficult question. So in pattern kind of question, in series kind of question, if you feel like in let's say 10-15 seconds, if you are not getting any logic, max to max 20-25 seconds, don't waste your time there, because sometimes patterns are very weird. Just like this pattern is also very weird. 16 into, we are multiplying with an odd number, that is not a prime. So once again 28 into 15 we have to do. So basically easier method is 263 divided by 28, you can do all the options, divide by 28 you can do, and you will be getting answer as C option, that is 420. Now next question is on your screen now. Just try to answer it. You can pause the video once again and you can try answering the question as I always say, right? Okay, yes, the question here is once again kind of verbal ability kind of question. So colony is a group of bats. A group of bats is called as a colony. Similarly, a group of lions is called as a pride, right? So that's the answer. C option has to be the correct one here. That is the pride. So basically this is kind of these two, question number 1 and question number 3 are morely inclined towards English rather than towards you can say reasoning part. Okay, so colony of bats is called or you can say group of bats is called as colony. Likewise group of lions is called as pride. Okay, mostly female lion if you want to be more precise about it. Okay, now let's move on to the question which is directly based on logical reasoning and kind of a blood relation question. Just have a look at it. At least read the question once so that you can have some idea about it, what needs to be done in this one, right? Yes, I hope everybody have gone through the question. Just have a look at it and let's try and solve this and let's see how we are going to do it. Okay, question. What the question here is saying, in such question we have to start off by seeing what is there. So A hashtag B means A is the brother of B. A at the rate B means A is the daughter of B. A and B means A is the husband of B. A percentage B means A is the wife of B. So question is something like this. We have to start off with W hashtag Q. That means A hashtag B means A is the brother of B. So W hashtag Q means W is the brother of Q. So W is the brother of Q. Now we have got the gender of W as W is a brother means that person has to be a male. So we must be using positive sign here. Now Q at the rate T. So at the rate means this person is the daughter. So Q is the daughter means Q must be a male, female. So Q is the daughter of T. So W must also be a son of T, right? Similarly T and Y means A is the husband of B. So T must be the husband of Y. So T must be the husband of Y. So if T is the husband, Y must be the wife only. Correct? So Y at the rate M. At the rate means A is the daughter of B. So Y is the daughter of M. So Y is the daughter of M. Okay. Y is the daughter of M. M percentage K means, percentage means A is the wife of B. So M is the wife of K. So M must be the wife of K. So something like this. First of all, in blood relation kind of question, we have to draw the diagram. Once we have drawn the diagram, then solving question or the tree diagram, then solving question will become a cakewalk for you. So then how is K related to T? How is K related to T? That's your question. So K and T, can I say that is going to be the K is going to be the father-in-law of T, because K is the father of T's wife. K is the father of T's wife. So K is going to be the father-in-law of T. I hope the question is clear to everyone. So we have to start from the very first statement, keep on going it up till the last, make the tree diagram, and easily you can answer such question. Okay ji, next question on your screen now. Let's see how many of you will answer this one. Once again, you have to identify what pattern is there and you have to choose the odd one out. Odd one out means whichever is not following the pattern. So if you look at A option here, 5:24, right? That is the first option, right? B option, if you look at it, that is 7:30. Okay. C option is going to be 6:26, and the D option here is going to be 8:34. If you look at the pattern, if you try to develop some pattern here, so can I say 8 into 4 plus 2 if you will do. 8 into 4 is 32, 32 plus 2 will become 34. Similarly, same logic here, 6 into 4 plus 2 if you are doing, 6 4s are 24 plus 2 is 26, following the pattern. Same pattern is observed here also, 7 into 4, 28 plus 2 will become 30 only. That means these three are following the pattern, this must not follow the pattern. So if we will do 5 into 4 plus 2, that it should be 22, not 24. That means A has to be the correct one, because A is not following the pattern of multiplication by 4 and then adding 2 to it. First of all, we are doing multiplication by 4 and then we are adding 2 to the number. That's the pattern which is there in BCD option, but that pattern is not there in A option. So that's the logic to solve this question. Let's move on to the next one now. That is in front of you. Just have a look at it. Just see and try to answer. Once again, this is kind of GK question. We can say general knowledge. If your general knowledge is good, GK is good, you can easily answer, otherwise it will become difficult for you. What's the question here? 4 words have been given out, of which 3 are alike in some manner while 1 is different. So you need to choose the odd one. So except for the point, every other is going to be the currency of some of the country. Euro is a currency, Naira is a currency, Loti is a currency, but pint is not the currency here. So D option has to be the odd one out. Once again, odd one out kind of question where you need to identify what is there, which one is not following the pattern. So first 3 are the currencies, but last D option is not a currency for any of the country. Correct? Next question once again based on GK mostly. Now question number 7 on your screen. Just have a look at it and try to solve it. Yes, I hope you have gone through the question. At least just read the question in the time, and if you want to solve it, you can pause the video, you can solve it, and then you can see if your solution matches whatever I am doing here or not, and you can look for your mistakes here. Okay, question is saying the sum of the present ages of Nita and Rita is 41 years. Okay, sum of the present ages of Nita and Rita is 41 years. 4 years ago, Nita's age was 2 times the age of Rita. So the present age of Rita is how much? That's the question. So let us suppose Nita's present age is N and Rita's present age is R. Whenever there is a question problem based on ages kind of questions are there, we will always assume the present ages, and if the question is saying to go back, we can subtract that number of years. If the question is saying to move up, then we can add those much here. So the present age we have assumed of Nita as well as Rita. So the present age of Nita is N and the Rita is R here. Now if you see the sum of the present ages of Nita and Rita is 41. So can I say N plus R is the sum of the present ages, and this is 41 years. 4 years ago, what will be the age of Nita? That should be N minus 4. And what should be the age of Rita? That should be R minus 4. This is going to be their ages 4 years ago. So now the question is saying 4 years ago, Nita's age was 2 times the age of the Rita. So 4 years ago, whatever be the age of Nita, that is equal to 2 times the age of Rita at that point of time. Now you can solve this also. Then you must be getting N minus 4 is equal to 2R minus 4 to the 8. So N minus 2R turns out to be minus 8 plus 4 will become minus 4. That's your second equation. So we can easily solve these two equations and get the value of N and R. So let's try and solve them. So simultaneously we can solve them. So if you solve them, just subtract. So plus will become minus, minus will become plus. So sign will get changed, minus, plus and plus. This will get cancelled out. This is 3R is equal to 45. So from here R turns out to be 15, and if R is 15, we can put it in first or second equation to get the value of N also, but in the question they only require to calculate the present age of the Rita, that is R, 15 years. But still, if the question would have been wanted the age of Nita also, then we can put it in either first or second equation, that is N plus 15 is equal to 41. So N turns out to be 41 minus 15, that is how much? 26 years. that is going to be the age of Nita. But question is only talking about Rita's present age. Answer is 15 to this question. I hope this is clear. Always, whenever, sometimes in reasoning section only we will get the question problem based on ages kind of question. So always assume the present ages. Go back if they are talking about ago, go in add the number of years if they are talking about the future time, and you can solve the question accordingly. Okay ji. Next question on your screen. Once again you have to look for the pattern here. So what kind of pattern is following in this question? I think this is going to be very easy for all of you. Easiest pattern, one of the easiest pattern till now, right? Many of you must have guessed till now. Okay, so this is happening to be a square of 4 and this is happening to be cube of 5. I think this pen is not visible. Okay, so similar logic here. This is a square of 6, so this has to be cube of 7. And what is cube of 7? 343. So basically what is happening in first number, square of some number n is happening, right, to that of next n plus 1 cube is happening in the next number. So 4 is square, so it has to be 5 cube. Here 6 is square, so it has to be 7 cube. That means D option has to be the correct option. 343 is your correct answer for this question number 8. Okay, easy question. Question number 9 now. Yes, in part 1 also we have done some question based on this logic. I hope everyone will easily do it. Okay, we need to look for the common things in such questions, so please have a look at it. Okay, the question, let's look at the question. Question here is in a code language, given that 756 means night is cool. Okay, so 756 means night is cool. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is either night is 7, 5 or 6, is it 7, 5 or 6? They are not in the order. So code for 3 of them is either 7, 5 or 6, but we do not know 7 is the code for night or for cool. That is something we need to identify. Similarly, cool winter. So cool winter is being coded as 53. So if you just look at these two statements, what is the common between these two? Can I say the common between these two is cool only? And which number is common between these two? 5 is common between these two. So can I say the code for 5 is cool? Or you can say the code for cool is going to be 5 here. So for the code for cool is going to be 5. Now for what is the code for winter? For winter we can directly say the code has to be the remaining, that is 3. So now we have got the code for cool also. Now we have got the code for winter also. Now let's move to one more statement. Cool is dark. Cool is dark. Just a second. So cool is dark, and the code for this is going to be how much? 745. Now if you look at this code, you already know that 5 is cool. 5 is for sure cool. So out of 7 and 4, one has to be is, other has to be dark. Now if you compare first and the third statement, what is common between these two? Cool we have already taken care of. Apart from cool, is common between both of them, and code is going to be the common code. Can I say is code is going to be 7? And if the code for is 7, what is the code for dark? We can get the code for dark also. What is the remaining part here? Remaining cool is done, so remaining has to be 4. So code for dark has to be 4 here. I hope the question is pretty clear to all. If the code for night has been asked, answer would be easily 6. So we can easily identify every other terms code easily. So basically in such question we need to look for the common things, and from the common things we need to identify the codes whichever we can identify easily, and then move on in the question so that we can reach to the answer here. Okay, so A is the correct option for this question. Next question on your screen now, that is question number 10. Just have a look at it. Okay, I hope you all have gone through the question. Let's try to do this question also. So the question here is by traveling at 60 kilometer per hour, a person reaches his destination on time. So the question, in case of TSD kind of question, we need to visualize what is happening. So basically, if you travel at 60 kilometer per hour, then you will be reaching your destination on time. Now the question is saying, suppose the distance he wanted to travel is d, that is something we do not know, and he is reaching on time, whatever is going to be the time for this. Now he covered 3/4 of the total distance. 3/4 of the total distance means, suppose the total distance is d, so 3/4 of d distance he has covered in 1/4 of the total time. So in 1/4 of the total time he is covering the, suppose the total time he is taking here is t time. So in 1/4 of the time he is covering the 3/4 of the distance. So how much distance is left out? 1/4 of the distance is left out. Now the question is asking, what speed should he maintain for the remaining distance to reach his destination on time? So basically, to travel 1/4 of the distance in 3/4 of the time, what should be this person's speed? That's the question. Question here is saying, if he travels at 60 km per hour, the person reaches his destination on time. Now if he covers 3/4 of the total distance in 1/4 of the time, so what speed should he maintain for the remaining distance to reach his destination on the time? That's the question here. I hope the question is pretty clear to everyone. So if you see, what should be the speed? If you want speed, formula is always distance upon time. So you have to cover 1/4 of the distance, and you have to cover this distance is how much time? This distance you have to cover in 3/4 of the time. Correct? 4 and 4 is going to get cancelled out, right? So this 3t would be coming here, so this becomes d upon 3t, right? D upon 3t this will be going to become. So speed is d upon 3t, and from here can I say speed is 60 upon d by t, because speed is distance upon time. So you got the value for this. Can I say this is 60 upon 3? So 60 upon 3 is going to be 20 km per hour. That has to be your correct answer. So correct answer for this question becomes C option. Once again I am explaining what I have done in this question. This was once again a kind of reasoning question. This is more of a reasoning rather than of a quant, because there are some questions which might come in quant or it might come in reasoning also, but this question is more inclined towards reasoning, because the question is talking, if you cover the complete d distance in, let's say, t time, right, if you travel with the speed of 60 km per hour, correct? Now the question is saying, if you are covering 3/4 of the total distance in only 1/4 of the time, so remaining distance, now what is the remaining? 1 minus d minus 3/4 d is 1/4 of d. So remaining 1/4, if you want to cover in the remaining time, that means 3/4 time, so what should be your speed? So speed has to be distance upon time. We want to cover 1/4 of distance in 3/4 of time. So 4 cancel, this becomes d upon 3t. Now if we get the value of this d by t, we can easily calculate the speed here, or for that this is given here. Speed here is 60 if you travel d in t time. So d by t, you know the answer, that is 60 upon 3 or 20 km per hour is going to be your speed if you want to cover, if you want to reach on same time, in same time, that is t time. So C option is the correct option here. I hope this is pretty clear to all. Now next question on your screen, just have a look at it. Just see the pattern and try to answer it. If you need more time, please pause the video. You can take more time and easily answer the question. We just need to look for the pattern here. 52, 51, 53, 52, 54, 53, and we need to identify this. If you look at this series, sometimes it is increasing, sometimes it is decreasing. That means this is a kind of series in which there are multiple series or the multiple patterns going on. So multiple pattern means, if you look at this, 52 plus 1 is 53, and 53 plus 1 is going to be alternate series 54. So 54 plus 1 has to be 55, and that should be your correct answer, right? So D option has to be the correct answer. But if you want to see what would be coming after this, so 51 plus 1, 52 plus 1, 53 plus 1, 54 must be coming here also. So basically alternately two series or two patterns are going on, and plus 1 is happening in both the patterns. So almost a same thing we are doing in both the patterns here, plus 1, right? Next number we are looking for. Okay, next question on your screen now, just have a look at it. This is very interesting question. This is really very interesting question. If you see this question, what is happening in this question, sir? Really interesting pattern. So if you see this is going to be 1 square. If you look at first number, first digit, 4 is going to be 2 square. This 9 is going to be 3 square. Just the first digit. Basically we have split it into two. Every number we have split it into two parts, right? So if you look at the first part, then you have to look for the second part. So 16 is going to be what? 4 square. 25 is going to be what? 5 square. 36 is 6 square, and 49 is 7 square. So what is happening here? 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 7 square. So next number has to be what? 8 square. Right? So something like that kind of pattern has to be there. I hope you are identifying, and something like that. But we need to identify the odd one out, which is not following the pattern here. Okay. So if you see this number is what? 2, and 2 is a prime number. 3 is also a prime number. 5 is also a prime number. 7 is also a prime number. 11 is also a prime number. 13 is also a prime number, but 15 is not a prime number. So if you look at all of them, second part is a prime number, and that too in the increasing order: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So it has to be ideally 17, but it is 15 here. So 4915 is going to be the correct option here. I hope you are getting it. We need to identify the odd one out, which is not following the pattern. Pattern is every number has been divided in two parts. First part is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, up till so on. Second part is prime number starting from the first prime, that is 2. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So next has to be 17, but it is given as 15. That's why it is the wrong pattern. So very interesting pattern. That's why I always say in first, I can say 20-30 seconds, if you are not identifying the pattern, leave the question, move on to the next one. This is very important in logical reasoning. Okay. Now next question on your screen now. Now this is critical reasoning kind of question, if you can see. So what the question, and let me do it. If you want to try, you can pause the video and try the question. Ravi made a statement: when I have gone for hunting today morning, every bird that I have shot was a pigeon. So every bird that I have shot was a pigeon doesn't mean I have shot all the pigeons. Please try and understand. Every bird that I have shot has to be a pigeon. That means I have only shot pigeons. No other bird I have shot. That doesn't mean I have shot all the pigeons. Please try and understand. Every bird, whichever bird I am shooting, that has to be a pigeon. But that doesn't mean I am shooting all the pigeons. Okay. And every pigeon I saw, I shot. So whichever pigeon I saw, I shot it. Right? Whichever pigeon I saw, that doesn't mean all the pigeons there, because there must be some pigeons which we have. There may be some pigeons which I haven't seen. So how could I shot it? Right? So which of the following statement below is an appropriate conclusion from Ravi's statement? So let's look at this one by one. So if you look at the first, while Ravi was hunting, he chose to shoot no bird other than the pigeon. Correct? First statement is very correct, because it is clearly mentioning every bird that I shot was a pigeon. So I am only shooting pigeons. I am not shooting any other bird. That is something first option is saying, that we can conclude this from this. Now let's look at other options also. All of the bird that Ravi saw he shot. Wrong. because he is only shooting the pigeons, not all the birds. Pigeon was the only bird that Ravi saw while she was hunting. No, that is nowhere it is mentioned. Pigeon was the only bird that Ravi was shooting. Whenever Ravi sees the pigeon, she goes for the shooting of that pigeon. But other birds also Ravi must be seeing, na? But he is not shooting pigeon. He have decided to shoot only pigeon. We cannot conclude C statement. The region where Ravi hunting, there were no other birds. No, nowhere in the question they have mentioned this. So correct answer becomes A. A is the only appropriate conclusion for this statement. I hope this is crystal clear to everyone. A is the correct explanation here. Okay. Next question. Once again, please try and answer this question also. I hope this is once again easy. Ring is a place where we do boxing. Similarly, velodrome is a place where we do cycling. Right? So D is the correct option. If you know it, you can answer it. If you don't know it, you can't answer it. Simple as that. Okay, last question of today's session, and please try to answer it. How many meaningful words you can form from this? Answer please. So how many meaningful words you can form from it? So if you see, if you rearrange them, you can make a word called as charm, right? If you rearrange them, you can make a word called march. So basically we can make two options here, either charm or either march. We can make it here. I hope this is crystal clear to all, and I hope you enjoyed the session. We have done so many questions, and that too all the questions were not from the same topic. That's what I promised to you, that every time whenever we'll be doing these sessions, we'll be having in part 1 also we have done it in the same way, that we haven't done only questions from one topic. Basically we have done questions from every other topic. So that's the agenda behind this. I hope you understood so many things. Thank you so much. See you in the next session. For till that time, bye bye, take care everyone.